So tell me what you're doing, James.
I'm just, I've added some bits on. I need to smooth the contacts between the teeth. I'll just trim it back so you can see. So those are the teeth on either side. So you want the teeth to be touching between the teeth with a certain contact, but not too tight. But we want to overdo the contact slightly, because when we get the restoration out from the milling machine, it is slightly rough. It's been milled with diamond burrs, so I need to polish to get a nice smooth finish on it. Right. So we leave the contact slightly heavy.
Now, what happens when you finish this image?
Once I'm done with this, the next thing you'll see is I will then prepare it to be milled on the machine. I'll pick a block of the ceramic, which I'll show you. Actually, we'll get a block of the ceramic and get it out from it and put it into the machine, and you'll be able to watch it being milled.
So to create this image, you've taken a series of pictures of my tooth.
Yes.
And now you're actually literally constructing the new ceramic tooth that will go into that hole.
Yep, just like that.
And you're saying that the technology's improved over the years to the point where you just had a line drawing once?
Yeah, just almost like a line diagram that you would then deal with. But now you actually get a picture of a tooth. So someone's gone and looked at thousands and thousands of teeth and copied their anatomy and scanned it and used that as the basic form for this tooth. So the computer gets an average tooth and puts it into the slot. You saw that before, where it was growing a tooth out of what was underneath.
So what are the red bits showing on that?
The red bits are where it is touching slightly heavily. Now for this, we can ignore that because that is outside the bite. Remember I took a model of when you close together, and this is the scan of that model. Now this is outside where that model is. No, I know you don't bite in that area, so I'm not particularly worried by that red mark that's there.
So red means contact?
Yeah, red means contact. Now I might just... align it itself so it knows exactly where the block is in space.
So it starts off like a lump of marble, eh? And it just is now going to chisel it out like a lathe, yeah?
Yep, and if you look at the lump of marble, you can notice how one end's dark and one end's lighter.
Yes.
If you look at your teeth, the darker at the bottom, the lighter at the top.
Oh my goodness.
So this works in a similar sort of way. So it's got...
So how long will that take?
9 minutes.
Oh. So with the crowns, of course, you've got to send it all away and it gets made somewhere else. And
well, you can make a crown in this the same way as you can make an overlay. This is like a 3/4 crown, so we could make a ceramic crown in the same way.
Yeah. Using the same machine?
Using the same machine, using the same material or a different material. We've got, this is pretty strong, pretty hard, but we can use materials that are harder.
Yep.
But those materials we need to then fire them in the oven.
Okay. And here is the completed product.
Not quite
Not
completed.
quite.
I've got to do a fair amount of polishing and finishing. That's the stuff that was heading on to the machine. I'll do some polishing, so we'll be back in a second.